Hello everyone, and thank you for taking the time to check out my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a spicy TAKIS jailhouse burrito. Now what's going to be going into this jailhouse burrito is TAKIs, of course, but I have here cheese and chili pepper, and I also have hot chili pepper and lime. So those are going to be our chips. Now, of course, you got your ramen noodles. And for the beef stick, I have a Tabasco seasoned Slim Jim. So hopefully that'll add a little bit of kick to it. So, first things first, we need to get both of our chips crushed up. Now, I say this in every one of my jailhouse burrito videos. Before you start crushing these, what you're going to want to do is open the top, and the reason for that, guys, is if you try crushing these up with that top closed, it's probably going to burst on you, and you're going to have chips and chip powder everywhere. You don't want that. So let's get both of these crushed up here. Okay, we got the TAKIs crushed up to where you're going to want them to be, which is a nice fine powder. I'll give you a shot of the other ones, the hot chili pepper and lime. Crushed up into a nice fine powder. Okay, at this point what you're going to want to do is combine the two. So just dump one into the other. Alright, now that we have the two combined into this one bag here, roll the top down a tad, hold it there, grab the bottom, and shake it. Make sure you get those TAKIs mixed together really well. Should be good enough. Next thing, we're going to go ahead and get the seasoning pack out of the ramen, and we're going to crush up the ramen. We're not going to need this seasoning pack at all. Okay, I got my ramen crushed up to how I like it. I try to get it pretty small, you know, like the chips, but you don't have to. I mean, all of this stuff is to your liking. If you don't want the chips that small, they don't have to be. You know, anything. You know, if you want to use the flavoring packet from the ramen, go nuts. I mean, it's your burrito. You just make it to your liking. But I like to get these small too. Now, at this point, you're going to want to add some of that crushed up ramen to your TAKIs mix. I'm not going to use all of it. I'll probably use maybe a little less than half, just because that's how I like it. And then again, after you have the ramen added, you just roll that up a bit, grab the bottom, and get it mixed in. Alright, I think that's mixed together well enough. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and get some hot water ready. And we're going to add the water. Then we're going to chop up our Tabasco seasoned Slim Jim. And then get that added. We'll let it sit for a little bit, and we'll try it out. Now, as far as how much water you're going to need, I mean, that's really up to you. The basic idea is to get the chips, the ramen, to turn into sort of a wet mush. You can make it really wet if you want. You can have it right in the middle, or you can hardly add any water at all. It's up to you. I'll show you how I like mine. Don't know if I'm going to be using all of that water, but I'm going to go ahead and get it heated up anyways. Okay guys, now that I got the water in the microwave, I'm going to go ahead and get my beef stick opened up. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it into small chunks. About that big. That's about where I usually get them. Okay, we got all the beef stick cut up, and I believe the water's ready. We're going to go ahead and add the water to the TAKIs. Alright guys, this water is really hot. And you know, I think I said it before, and if I didn't, there's no measurement. It's up to you how much you want to put in. You just kind of got to feel it out. So what I like to do is I add a little bit like you just saw, and then what I'll do is go ahead and move that around to make sure that it's pretty evenly distributed throughout the chips. And if I feel that it's a little too dry for my liking, then I'll just add a little bit more. Alright, I've got all the water added that I'm going to put in there, and that's about where I like it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I don't know exactly how much I put in, maybe a little over a cup. I don't know, not sure. At this point, we're going to go ahead and add the beef stick. So we're just going to go ahead and throw it in. And then what you do is, with the beef stick in there, just start pushing that beef stick throughout what you have and try to evenly distribute it as much as you can. Now what I like to do here, guys, is I'll lay a little bit of paper towel out on my actual towel, just because every now and again some of the juices from this bag can seep out and I just don't want it getting on my towel, so that's why I do that. Now you want to wrap it up in its towel. And when you're doing that, you want to make sure that you keep everything as tight as you possibly can. And there we go. Now we're going to let that sit. For this one, we're going to let it sit for about 15-20 minutes or so, but you can let it sit however long you want to. I've known people to let them sit for 45 minutes to an hour. But this one we're going to let sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're going to open her up and see what it looks like and give it a taste. Alright everyone, it's been about 20-25 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this. By the way, I wanted to show you guys real quick just how dense this thing is. Listen to this. Hear that? Wow. That thing is really dense. Alright, let's get it unwrapped. By the way, please take a second to like this video, comment, subscribe. Alright, here it is. The Spicy Taki Jailhouse Burrito. 2 different kinds of Takis, Tabasco flavored Slim Jim, and of course your ramen and your water. We're going to put this on a plate, open it up, see how it looks, and then we'll give it a taste. Now sometimes what I like to do when I'm taking these out is I will push from the bottom, and I mean they're pretty wet on the inside of there, I mean depending on how you made yours of course, but what I like to do is push it from the bottom, it just slides right out. But for the sake of this video and getting a thumbnail, I believe I'm going to tear the bag. Here it is guys, first look. Spicy Taki Jailhouse Burrito. It smells really good. Alright, let's go ahead and get that out on the plate. Now for this one, it held up really well. Yeah, turned out very, very nicely. I could probably just pick it up, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use a spoon. Let's give this a shot. Oh wait. It kind of fell apart right in the middle there. Opened up and there's a whole pocket of beef sticks. That actually looks pretty good for a cross section. See that, guys? Alright, here it is, guys. The moment of truth. I want to make sure I get some beef stick in that. Wow, that is really good. Now, as far as the chip combination goes, it's really, really good. It has a really, really good flavor. There's a little bit of kick from the Tabasco flavored beef stick, which is nice. And the 2 different kinds of chips actually blend together really well, and it has a nice little bit of heat to it. I really liked it, actually. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please take a second to like this video, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and have a good day.